Tonight, we are talking Thanksgiving sides.
Snacks on the mic, laughs on the side. Luke and Jim take you for a ride. Welcome to Taste Buds.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Taste Buds. I'm Luke. That's Jim. Thanksgiving's coming up just right around the corner, a couple weeks away. So we thought it was appropriate to spend some time tonight to discuss our favorite and least favorite Thanksgiving sides. Jim, you getting excited for Thanksgiving?
Yes, I'm always excited for Thanksgiving. It's one of the best holidays. So I'd say it's
You just
top
said
three.
that about Halloween.
No, I said Halloween was the best.
I see.
Thanksgiving's one of the best. It's a little bit of a gender-biased holiday, though, in terms of enjoyment. I feel like it caters more towards the guys, right?
Is that
At
true?
least in my household. So loafing around on the couch, you watch TV, you watch football all day. If you're not too old, you go play football with your friends, or you attempt to. You nurse your pulled hamstring for the rest of the day while somebody else cooks you this enormous feast, and then you watch more football. Seems
Wow.
kind of biased.
Do you do any of the cooking for Thanksgiving in your house?
Yes. So I like to cook. I like to make food. I like to eat food. I like to try new things. I mostly do the main course and desserts.
So
That's
in this
typically-
case, like a turkey and some pies,
yes, because
in theory.
yeah, in theory, that's what I tend to do. I enjoy cooking a turkey. I feel like I'm pretty good at it. You've had it before, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I have.
It was kind of a letdown.
Very, very memorable, as you can tell.
No, what about you?
I think Thanksgiving, I enjoy Thanksgiving. It's fun just to kind of hang out and spend all day cooking. I do a lot of cooking, and so on Thanksgiving, we usually split the cooking work
Mhm.
pretty evenly. I usually end up doing the turkey and kind of mix up a little bit how I go about doing that. Sometimes I've smoked a turkey before. Just do regular in the oven turkey, different flavors like a Cajun turkey or, I don't know what you would expect, a regular one with herbs and sage and whatever. So yeah, I enjoy it. A lot of fun. It's a lot of work. The worst is when you get to the end and you realize you have like 3 hours of cleanup to do.
At least we try to prep as much of the stuff the day before as possible, and we've been pretty fortunate with our guests. If we've hosted, we typically have at least a couple people who are really more helpful than they need to be, right? If we're hosting, I feel like it's the host's responsibility to do the dishes, right?
Wow.
Instead of making the guests do the dishes. But
That's
we
why I
always
like
have
coming to
people.
your house. Yeah.
You're welcome anytime. But, yeah, so we typically try to do it ourselves, but there's always a couple people that we have over. My in-laws are pretty great about helping out with things and helping keep the kitchen as clean as possible. I eat a lot more than they do, so they're normally done way before me, and sometimes by the time I get up from the table, it's 3/4 done already, which is magical.
Last year was the first year for us that we just had Thanksgiving, just us. There was no extended family that we did it with. That was a lot of effort because it's a smaller group. It's just us and our kids. But you still look at the menu and you say, we got to make all of this though, right?
Yeah.
Like you still have to make everything. You can't say, okay, well, we're only going to make half of the items because it's a small group. It doesn't work that way.
It's really hard. We had that last year as well. For reasons.
We should have got it together.
It's almost like you have to do a Friendsgiving or get together with somebody else so that you can do the full meal deal and have everything and do something potluck style and everybody brings something. It's really hard with 2, 3, 5 people, 6 people.
Yeah, it is really
to
hard.
do a Thanksgiving.
In terms of food for Thanksgiving, I'm not a huge turkey fan. I mean, I like turkey. It's totally fine. I'll eat turkey. I'll get excited about eating a good turkey. It doesn't crack my top 5 favorite meat-based meals to have. So that's fine. But the rest of the Thanksgiving meal is excellent and just filled with winners, I think, every year. So that's actually why for this episode today, we're not going to talk about turkey.
No.
Because we also don't want to talk for 3 hours. Maybe we'll save that for season 2 next year. 2026. Mark your calendars. We're going to talk about turkey. Instead, today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving sides and which ones we like. How do we like them? Are there different things that we've tried? See, maybe we come up with some new ideas for this year. We got time still. I have time to edit my menu this year.
Good. And are you guys hosting this year?
Yes, we are. We are hosting.
Okay. We're not hosting.
Some different people. So, yeah, a few different.
So,
yeah.
At least I don't think we are.
Not yet.
I don't think we are. I think somebody else is hosting this year. I think my
Okay.
in-laws are going to host us this year.
Okay.
I think. Thanks in advance for having us over. But the other thing that we want to make sure
yourself over
is, yeah, I'm sure I'm always welcome. But we should also talk about some of those times where you've gotten together and people bring different things, and what's something that you got to try that you maybe never would have made before that you liked, and what was a fail. Do you have one? Do you have something that was just a major fail? I have one, and I'm happy to talk about it. If you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, I get it, but I'll talk about mine.
I love hurting people's feelings, but you go ahead. You start.
Good. Well, I mean, would you want to do it now?
If you want to, go for it. Yeah, you brought it up.
So
let's hear it.
Okay. So this is years ago. I was probably in my 20s. So this is years ago. And we were getting together, big family dinner.
At least 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well over 10 years ago. We're getting together with some extended family. I don't even know if I knew you then. I don't think I'd met you yet. I mean, this was a long time ago. And it was on my in-laws' side of the family. It was like Earth was invited over for Thanksgiving. And it was at not my in-laws, but someone that they were related to's house. And they had invited their people in addition to this whole family. So there were many, many people at this dinner. Somebody brought this really nice looking Jello salad, or Jello in a, a ring of Jello with the pattern on it, whatever, a Jello mold. That's what it's called, a Jello mold. And it was a green Jello. And we did it kind of buffet style, because when you have that many people, that's pretty much your only option, is to do it buffet style. And I was towards the end of the line, and I noticed not a lot of people had tried this Jello, which I thought was weird. It was green Jello, and there was white bits in it. I assumed that it was maybe a diced
Marshmallow.
apple, or maybe pear. No, it didn't look like marshmallow. I thought it was an apple or a pear, perhaps. So, okay, cool. I'll take some. I always feel bad for people who work hard to make something, because you know how challenging it is to make Jello. But they work hard to make something, they bring it, and then nobody even tries it. That's horrible. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna take some. I mean, it's Jello. What could go wrong? What if I told you that inside that Jello was raw white onion?
No, it wasn't.
Yes.
It was not.
Yes.
What flavor was the Jello?
It was green. It was the lime Jello.
No.
Yeah. So I assumed that there was fruit in it, and that would probably be good. And there was no whipped cream or stuff on the top. Sometimes they'll put like some type of I don't know, a topping. I guess that's what you put on top, is a topping. But I ate this, and I'm looking around, I'm talking to my wife, and I'm going, what is this? And then I took a serving size of this Jello. I'm not wanting to eat that, because it was disgusting.
What do you do at that point?
That's the question, is do you just try to like tuck it under your napkin?
You spread it around a little bit on the plate so it looks like you ate it.
But this was a long time ago. We didn't know. I wasn't really in yet with everybody. Or am I still? Am I in yet now? I don't know. Your mileage may vary.
Not after the Jello fiasco.
So I just ate it. I powered through it. Trying to be the dutiful in-law, being respectful, because I had no idea who made it. I didn't know, and I couldn't say anything to anybody. Like, who does that? Was it a prank?
Was it a prank?
No.
Do you know that it wasn't a prank?
I found out.
Did anyone take it other than you?
Yeah, a couple people did.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure my wife took it. So it was my wife's aunt's then boyfriend, now husband's mom made this.
Wow. You really go all out on the extended family for Thanksgiving.
I told you, it was like the whole earth came to Thanksgiving dinner. Anyway, it was the worst.
That does sound like the worst. That actually does. No, I Googled
I don't have
anything like that.
My wife Googled it. We were talking about it earlier because we were getting ready very excited for Thanksgiving and talking about it. She's like, "Remember that Jello?" So she Googled it,
The
and
lime
apparently
onion
it's a
jello.
thing.
Lime jello with onion?
Yeah, Google it. So, hey, if you're watching, Google it. Jello with raw onion. There's people put all kind of random, like they'll put raw carrots, like diced
Yeah,
carrots, and put.
cucumber, onion, and vinegar.
What are you doing?
What the
Don't.
frick is this? Wait, dude, how are we not trying this for this episode?
Okay, here's why. It's so bad.
I know, but we gotta try it, right?
Well, um, I dare you. Can you imagine your
I
kids?
might make
Imagine
this.
your children not knowing what's inside of the Jello. Do your kids eat Jello?
Sure.
Okay,
I
imagine
mean,
them.
not often. Is that what you're asking?
I mean, no, just if there was Jello, would they
In
be like,
general.
"Oh, okay, I'll eat that."
Sure. Do it to them, you mean?
If
Like
you guys
make it and
have
put
it,
it out to them.
they're gonna try it. They're like,
Yeah.
"Dad."
I should serve this at our Thanksgiving this year.
Maybe somebody will watch. If you know anybody that actually watches this show, and that's part of your Thanksgiving,
And they bring
they
the
should.
lime and
Oh yeah,
onion, cucumber, vinegar,
they'll
jello.
they'll try to throw you a curveball by bringing a red Jello instead of a green Jello.
This
You
has
won't
to be
know.
one of those like Great Depression meals or something that like they
Maybe.
put together back in the day because it was what they could afford and not because it tasted good. But then
Yeah.
like some people
Well,
still do it.
I remember if you go back several years, there was that cruise liner that got stuck. I think it was in Europe, and they couldn't come ashore for whatever reason. They ran out of food, and they were making sandwiches, and it was just bread and onion. Do you remember hearing about that?
No, I don't. That sounds
It's
horrible.
like the worst cruise ever. So you guys can Google that one too.
My
So
gosh.
whoever thought that was a good idea probably would like this Jello.
Wow.
Everybody else on the planet, I dare you, try it.
Wow.
Try it, put it in the comment section. Like, Jim, you're crazy. This is the best. I've had it. I know you're lying.
Yeah. I do want to know if anyone else has tried this. I've never even heard of this.
So there you go.
Crazy.
That's
Okay.
that's gotta
So
be
that's
the
a
worst.
bad side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gotta be the worst I've ever had.
Yeah. That does not sound good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any that I've had where I thought, wow, that was really gross. I don't have any of those.
Lucky.
There are things that I don't like that much, things that people will generally eat for Thanksgiving that I just aren't high on my list. For example, anything sweet potato, just not my thing. So like a sweet potato, what do they do? Like casserole or I don't know, yams
Mm-hmm.
and candied yams. Honestly, I don't even like sweet potato fries. Anything sweet potato, just not
Wow.
for me
I
at
like
all.
all of it.
You do? Sweet
Yeah.
potatoes?
Actually, the one I don't like is if you just get a baked sweet potato with some butter. Nah. But I like sweet potato fries. You get a little bit of salt on there, some other kind of seasoning. There's always seems to be on sweet potato fries. I like those.
Wait, but have you had regular fries? Because those are a million times better.
No, I like sweet potato fries. You pay extra at a restaurant. You pay extra for the sweet potato fries, and I'll get it.
Yeah, because they
I'll
don't
choose
stock
it.
them because they're not good.
They have to go to the store and buy a sweet potato.
Yeah,
Here's
they're
another
like,
guy who
freak,
wanted the
somebody
sweet
ordered
potato
this.
fries.
Okay, we're going to charge extra. We don't want people ordering this because it makes us look bad because now our food tastes gross. That's why they charge more.
No, I enjoy them. I think they're good, even with ketchup.
Do you
don't even
do
need the
sweet
ketchup.
potato casserole for Thanksgiving? Because people do it with like marshmallow in it or something.
Mhm.
I don't even
Yeah.
understand. This to me is very similar to the putting onion in your jello. I'm like, what are we? What
I
is
think
it?
it's good.
Why are you
I've-
doing sweet potatoes and then you're putting in marshmallow?
Mhm.
And like these don't. I don't understand this
I've
one.
never had a sweet potato pie. I would eat
Is
it
that a
though.
thing?
Yeah, of course it's a thing. Sweet potato pie,
Ugh.
people eat it. I've never had a sweet potato pie, but I've always loved candied yams. Sometimes if they're diced into chunks and it's in like a brown sugar sauce with hopefully there's some chopped up pecans in there or pecans if that's how you call them.
Nobody
And
says
some
pecans.
people from the East Coast. Jerry Seinfeld calls them pecan. And then the marshmallows and then you broil it and it's nice toasty on top. So I always have thought that it was so delicious. My mother-in-law, she kind of I think she blends it. So it's like I was gonna say paste, but it's it's not chunks. It's it's a smooth consistency. But then, it's got the brown sugar in there and it's got the marshmallows on top. She does a good job. My
This doesn't sound
mother-in-law,
good.
dynamite for Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
All
she's
out
good. She does
on
not kid
everything.
around. Yeah.
What's the difference between yams and sweet potatoes? Because you
I
just
don't
mentioned
know.
both,
Yeah.
but are they the same? I always just kind of thought they were the same. Are they not
I
the same?
In my brain, they're the same thing, but I don't think they actually are. I feel
But you
like
did
there's
just
a
call them
difference.
different things as you
Correct.
told that story.
Because I've never heard of a yam pie, but I've heard of a sweet potato pie.
Or have you heard of candied sweet potato
No,
versus candied yams?
no.
Oh, they are different things. Yeah, they are different. They even look different on a picture.
Really?
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yams are more white than sweet potatoes, which are, as you know,
I thought
orange.
they were kind of yellow. Yeah, orange. Yams? Have I
Not
been
the
getting
ones in
tricked
this
this whole
picture
time?
that I'm looking at.
I've been
Yeah,
eating sweet
maybe you've only
potatoes
been
this whole
having sweet
time,
potato.
calling them yams? What?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. None of these make any
I
sense, actually, now that I'm
I
looking
like
at these
them.
pictures.
There are not a lot of foods I don't like.
It's not my thing. So actually, this year,
Okay.
we just put together the menu, and sweet potatoes, not on the list. Didn't make the
Ooh,
cut this year.
not on the list yet.
It's out.
Okay.
Out. Not happening. So,
Okay.
yeah. Are there any staples that you just don't like? Like things that people eat for Thanksgiving that you're
So,
like, that's
I mean,
not for me.
there's things that apparently people eat that I've never had. So I was looking at, my family. I grew up in a
I do.
household where there were very specific things that were supposed to be part of Thanksgiving, and we did not deviate. This was the list. And my family's been that way for since I was as long as I've been alive. It's
Yeah.
pretty much what I've known, right?
It's usually how holidays work.
We have a set list. We don't try new things. This is what it is. We're messing with the recipe for success if you try something new, right?
Right. You don't get to volunteer for that thing and then do it a different way.
Right. Now,
Right.
my wife's side of the family, they're a lot more adventurous eaters. And so we'll try it. Let's see. So we'll Google something. What are some good Thanksgiving sides? Something that we haven't tried before. Okay, we'll try it. So there's probably half a dozen things that are in rotation that I never had as a kid or even into my young adult years.
Like what?
Creamed corn,
Oh,
for
wait, you
example.
don't have that?
I never had it.
You're missing out.
No, I have it
Missing
now
out.
all the time. Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's one of my kids' favorite, maybe more than one of their
Favorites.
kids. It's at least
Yeah.
one of my kids' favorite. They're like, you got to make the creamed corn, Dad. So I've got a whole thing of recipes of stuff that I make, and creamed corn's on that list. I never had Brussels sprouts as a kid ever,
Mm,
not even once. I like Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are
I
excellent.
didn't know that they were good. You have to
I
prepare
think
them a certain way, and you have to cook them right, but they're good. I ate them last night.
I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that Brussels sprouts didn't used to be good, but they've been like bred and genetically modified over the last 30 years that they actually taste pretty different than what they tasted like 30 years ago. I've heard that. I'm not saying that it's fact, but
Genetically modified
believe it.
a big Brussels sprout is
Yeah.
modifying it to try to
Yeah.
trick
Because
people
nobody
into
liked
eating
it.
more.
Of course. It had to, it went to the gym,
Mhm.
got worked on
That was
itself a little bit,
that
and
was
now
Arnold
everyone loves it.
Schwarzenegger. The mussels from Brussels, isn't that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Brussels sprouts are great, but to me, it's not a Thanksgiving dish.
I don't know. Let me see. What else is on my list of things? Cranberry sauce, and we'll talk about
Oh,
cranberry
yeah.
sauce.
Yep.
But
Let's do it.
cranberry sauce, awesome.
Wait, what does cranberry sauce look like to you?
So there's two different ways to make cranberry sauce. One, don't
Probably
do.
more than that, but
Nope, there's only two.
oh, okay.
Option A is you buy it in a can, but with a can opener with the ridges on it,
Yep. Yeah.
and then you throw it away.
And nobody eats it.
Correct. That's option A. Option B is you buy cranberries. You cook them, you put in whatever you need to put in it as part of cooking it down into a sauce, and you cook it down into a sauce, homemade cranberries. Remember my mother-in-law crushes it. She puts pineapple in there. I think there's ginger in there. There's dried apricots. are in there, diced up into little bits. Have you had that?
That
Have
sounds
you ever
pretty
had that
good.
with us before?
No, I've never
Dude,
had that way. I have an
it
option 3 that's completely different than both of those 2
what
options.
is that?
Option 3, what we have
Mhm.
is, I would call it a much more fresh cranberry relish. It's not cooked at all. You do get fresh cranberries,
Mhm.
apple, orange, including orange zest.
Mm.
So like some of the, some of the
Yep, yep.
rind, a little bit of sugar, and you like pulse it in a food processor, and it's like chunky.
Yeah.
It's not like smooth, it's chunky.
I'm down.
It's cold, it's refrigerated, it's cold. It kind of tastes like you're eating an orange peel. It's like really citrusy and bright and like punches you in the
Yeah.
face. That's the one that we make.
Okay, let's do it. We should trade recipes because I want that. I
We'll try
want
them
that.
out. Okay, I'll give it to you. It came from this one that we do was like my grandma's, and as a kid, we all hated it
Yeah,
because
of
we
course.
said it just kind of tastes like orange peel.
It
And now
sounds
that I'm
good.
an adult, I'm like, yeah, but that's why it's good. And of course, my kids hate it, but it's amazing.
No, they're missing out. Would they want the
And
can?
no, they don't want any of it. So
Okay, so the one my mother-in-law makes, seriously, it's so good. You can just obvious so you put it with the turkey. You put it
yeah,
you eat it with the turkey,
okay,
right? You
makes
can just
sense.
eat it on its own. It's
That one
good. You
makes
could put
total
it on
sense to me. I've never
sandwiches.
had that one, but it makes perfect sense
Luke,
to me.
it is really good. I'll send you the recipe if you're interested. If you're not interested, that's fine. My feelings won't be hurt.
For
It's
those
my
watching,
mother-in-law makes it. It's very good.
which one do you like? Or
Mhm.
which cranberry do you do of those 3? Are you a fresh cranberry relish, a cooked cranberry sauce, or are you lame?
You have to pick one of the 3.
Yep, one of the 3. Those are the 3 options. Okay, so
But
are
that's
you do you
yeah.
do you you don't make this though? You're not going to make this year. Somebody else is making it.
My typically well, it depends who we're eating with. My wife is
Sure.
really good at making it. She got the recipe. Her mom
Okay.
just, "Oh, I'll try it," and made it
Send it
one
to me.
year,
I'll make it.
and we thought it was so good. My wife makes it now if we're not eating with them, or if we just want it some other time. It's
Yeah.
really good. But I want
There
yours
are
too. I wanna try
things
it.
that you can have during the year, not during Thanksgiving, yet nobody ever does. Like stuffing. Have you ever had stuffing not on Thanksgiving?
Yes.
You have? Why?
Yeah.
When?
It's good. Just 'cause.
I know I like it too, but I've never had it not on Thanksgiving.
If I'm making something with pork, if I'm doing like a pork tenderloin or something like that, stuffing goes really good with that.
Yeah, it sounds great. I love stuffing.
But I will
Eat it once a
say,
year. Makes no
uh,
sense.
I will say the rest of the year, that's stovetop. If I'm doing something else and I'm making stuffing, I just get the stovetop stuffing.
What do you do not the rest of the year? What do you do on Thanksgiving?
So there's so many different kind of stuffings that you can make, right? So sometimes we even dry our own bread and make our own stuff, and we make the recipe from scratch. We did
Wow,
one
that's a lot of
year
effort.
that was it was an apple sausage stuffing. So you cooked up Italian sausage, right?
Sounds awesome.
Just like the Pilgrims do, right? Just like with the pineapple and the cranberry sauce, just like the Pilgrims. Do cranberries grow on the East Coast? I know Oregon's got it.
No
Ocean Spray's
idea.
in Oregon, right?
I could make up an answer, but Ocean
So
Spray's Oregon?
I'm pretty sure.
I had no idea.
All right.
That's cool. Okay.
So Ocean Spray City, Oregon. No, I don't know what city they're from. But where was it? Oh, so the stuffing. So yeah, so we did one that was an apple and sausage stuffing. You cook the sausage separate, put it aside, get all your dried breadcrumbs, do whatever you need to do to mix that in, and then at the end you toss it with the sausage, and then I think you bake it afterwards also, just to cook it in a little bit and get the mix it all nice. It's really good. But I'm not trying to go through that much work for not Thanksgiving.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, Ocean Spray headquarters, because I know that there are going to be people listening to this that are going to be really offended by what you just said. The headquarters are in Massachusetts.
What?
So, yes, they do have cranberries on the East Coast. In fact, that is where the headquarters is. They do grow them also in Washington and Florida and Wisconsin and Florida. Did I already say that?
And Wisconsin.
And
For sure.
Wisconsin
And Washington.
and Oregon
And
and New
Oregon.
Jersey.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
could have
all
sworn
over.
there's a huge amounts that were grown in Oregon. So,
Well,
all
they
right.
probably do grow a lot in Oregon.
Good job,
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
all of the Massachusetts people listening that are like,
Mhm.
"Hey, yeah, we own Ocean Spray." So there you go. Saved
I
you
know
guys.
one Massachusetts person who watches.
See? Now
Sorry.
they'll be so happy that we said this.
Like, Jim's an
Okay,
idiot.
the stuffing,
Mhm.
can you just do you know the history of stuffing? Because I kind of assume that this was, hey, we stuff the turkey with the
Mhm.
with this food, whether it's some bread or some vegetables or fruit or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and herbs, and we're gonna stuff it while it cooks. And then somebody realized that stuff tastes really good once you pull it out at the end. And then that became a dish. But then it turned into, yeah, but you just like, you bake it or you cook it on a
Mhm.
stovetop and then you bake it, but you don't actually put it into the turkey anymore, I
You
think. Or do
don't?
people still put it in the turkey? Do you
So,
put it in the turkey?
no, absolutely not. But so here's the thing though. So, a turkey, a turkey is actually hollow. Yeah,
Correct.
they're
I've
hollow.
seen that before.
It's super weird. I never knew that animals could be hollow, but a turkey is hollow. But what meat does as you cook it is it releases all these juices, right? Which is
Okay.
delicious.
Yeah.
So they make gravy and stuff like that. And they're like, well, you know what? Why would you roast this hollow bird and have all that juice and stuff? I'm making up. I don't actually know that this is how they came up with the idea for stuffing, but you're just losing all of that goodness from the bird by not putting something in there to catch it.
Yeah.
You could put a tray and then make gravy with it, I suppose, or you can make stuffing.
I think that's part of it. I do think the other reason that you stuff, because even if you're not going to put stuffing in a bird, you are still supposed to stuff the bird with something. Like,
Mm.
I'll often use like apple or onion or something like
Yeah,
that to stuff the bird with. And I think the reason that you do that is because it makes it consistent density so that it cooks more even. Because when it's hollow, it's going to cook uneven because it's cooking from both sides. And so you can get parts that get done too fast and done too slow. But if you like pack it with stuff, it then cooks more evenly. That's my understanding of why
really?
you
See,
stuff it.
I would think, and I know we're not talking about the main entree
We're not
today,
talking about turkey.
but I would think the opposite, right? If you have that hollow center, the heat can get in there and then heat from the inside and from the outside. More even, right? It's like a convection turkey. But
A convention. Yeah, I don't know. Who
I was
knows? I
thinking if you
spatchcock my turkeys
when you
anyway,
stuff
so like
same
it's
spatchcock, you
just
guys. If you've not
it's
spatchcocked a
the way to
turkey,
go.
it's the only way.
Juicier, faster, easier.
Yeah,
It's just in all of the ways it's better.
it's better in yes. Also, you don't have that weird hole in the middle. It's hollow.
Yeah.
Just help it out and flatten
No,
it.
but also it's because it cooks evenly. You
Well,
don't
so
end up with parts that are
I
done way too early.
thought the reason that you put the stuff in there was kind of like a brine, right? Where it's herbs, onion, an apple,
Yeah.
or something else that as it cooks, that kind of seeps up through the bird as it
I
steams.
know. Do you think
That's
that
what I
that's
thought.
true? I wonder
I
if
have
that
no
we should
idea.
like we should do a trial where we do one of each and then just see how they're different, because I feel like that's true. I want to stuff it with all of the good stuff, rosemary and thyme, sage,
Yeah,
onion, whatever it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it makes no difference on the flavor of the bird.
I agree.
Great. Glad we're doing it. Okay, so
And
you
if
don't
you
cook your
chefs that
stuffing in
know,
there, but it sounds like you go all out and make real stuffing.
it's
I don't.
really
I
good if you
haven't
do
done
it.
it.
I'll tell
I
you,
totally believe it. I love stuffing. The problem is in my house, most of my kids don't. And so it's just, me and Lisa or whatever, and it's like, how much effort are we going to go into stuffing just for a couple of people?
yeah,
And
it's not
so,
worth it.
yeah. But this year, somebody else is making the stuffing, and I think they're making real stuffing, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Good. I hope they should do that apple sausage one. Whoever it is,
That sounds great.
Terry, if you're making if you're making stuffing for the Millar's house, here's the thing though: is I'm just as happy with the stovetop. I
It's
like the
fine.
stovetop,
It's
and
fine.
it takes 5 minutes. All that other stuff that you have to make, if I can have stovetop in 5 minutes, and it's like that's a solid B minus. I don't need everything to be an A plus. I can only eat so much. I've tried.
That is part of the problem with Thanksgiving, is that you end up, even if
Hmm.
you're just taking a little bit of each thing and you just want all of it's
Yeah.
just it's too much.
I
It's
feel
too
like
much food.
is it Tungus? Is that the guy's name? Too much good stuff?
Is that a thing? I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
I think he's like the AM/PM monster spokesman guy. He kinda looks like Bigfoot, but made of snacks from the gas station. I think his name's Tungus.
I believe you.
Anyway, that was their thing, too much good stuff. That's what Thanksgiving is.
It really is. Okay, so let's keep going down the
Yeah.
list then. We talked sweet potatoes, we've talked stuffing, we've talked cranberry, bread.
Mhm.
Do you do bread at Thanksgiving, or is it just kind of a
Yes.
filler that's not worth it to you?
So, if you're gonna do bread with Thanksgiving, make rolls. Actually make rolls. Don't just have a slice of bread. No. It's Thanksgiving, folks. This is the
Dinner rolls.
holiday to celebrate indulgence. Food. Don't just give a slice of bread. Make rolls. I have a brother and a sister, both of which have roll recipes. They're fairly similar. Both are very good.
Which one's better? Just kidding. I won't
Here's
make you answer that.
I'll answer it. You know, I don't care. So both are good. Here's what I'll say. So we actually did this before where we made both recipes and we had our kids and they had some friends over, like taste it.
I
and give
remember
us
this.
a vote.
I wasn't there for this,
Yeah.
but I do remember this.
We also did it separately with cinnamon rolls, specifically with your
Correct.
wife's bread recipe, her rolls recipe.
She makes a bomb cinnamon roll
So-
out of the same dough that she uses
No,
for her
it's a
Thanksgiving
different
rolls.
recipe. Luke, it's a different recipe. That's what I told her. I said, Lisa.
No, not anymore though. It's changed now.
She
right?
did switch. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Because we tried it because she had a cinnamon roll recipe and then she had her regular rolls recipe. I'm like, wait a minute. Why don't you just use the same thing? And we tried, we're like, oh. So my household, I'll just say my household, so I won't say anybody in particular, they do prefer your wife's recipe over any other recipe for rolls that they've ever had.
Shout out, Lisa.
Yeah. Good job, Lisa.
Excellent rolls and excellent cinnamon rolls.
So here's the thing though. Prior to eating her rolls, I'd had my brother's rolls. We'll say his name's Brian, just to make up a random name. It is actually Brian. Those were our favorites that we'd had. So they're
Also
both,
great.
They're both excellent choices. Yeah. And Brian's rolls are actually really good. He does a good job of making different kind of things with it and making breads with, like, he'll mix herbs and do things like that, or mix it with like cheesy jalapeno bacon rolls.
Sounds amazing.
His rolls are chef's kiss. They're phenomenal when you do that. But just a plain roll, my family did prefer Lisa's.
I love a good dinner roll. Some people will do biscuits or something, which I really like biscuits, but it's just not the Thanksgiving
Yep,
thing.
I agree.
Do biscuits for breakfast that day.
Don't do
if you want
biscuits for Thanksgiving. Do Lisa's rolls, which we call women's wonder
If you want,
rolls.
maybe we should post the recipe. We could get into that business.
If we
posting
get enough
recipes.
comments on the recipes for any
Yeah,
of these
if you
things that
want
we
the-
talk about.
That's a great
Yeah.
point.
If we get enough comments, we can DM you the recipe, but we're not trying to just share it for free, right, Luke?
No, we really aren't, because it's excellent. And just it's too good to share. Some people will do cornbread, which again, I love cornbread, but come on.
I love cornbread. I like corn dishes. To me, cornbread goes with something like barbecue.
Agree.
If I was barbecuing that turkey, absolutely, give me the cornbread. But I'm not barbecuing the turkey.
Yeah.
I mean, I smoke it. I
Okay,
put it
so
on
we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
A lot of agreement.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, we disagreed on other stuff, but the dinner rolls, it makes sense that because it's
Well, you
the
have
obvious
to pick
choice.
those rolls.
Yeah. Could you imagine? I mean, I didn't pick her quesarito, so I don't know. Let's talk
All right.
potatoes. We talked sweet
Yeah.
potatoes, but regular potatoes are just better.
Mhm. So, and regular potatoes, you've got so many options, right? You can do a russet, the big
Tons
round
of options.
potatoes. I like the Yukon Gold. I like the Yukon Gold potatoes. I feel like they're good. But we've done roasted red potatoes with herbs and I forget. I've got some type of a seasoning that has paprika and some other stuff. And I think it's thyme that we put in there and roast them. Those are delicious. So that's a good option. Garlic mashed potatoes with some stuff. You could even do like a loaded baked potato, but mashed potatoes where all that stuff is mixed in there and you just don't even need the gravy. You just no thanks on the gravy. I got all this stuff already. It's
Whoa.
perfect.
You can't know thanks on the gravy. The
Yeah.
gravy always
Uh,
adds to it, though.
I mean,
It doesn't matter how
if
good the
I'm
base is. If you add gravy to the top, it's going to be better.
no, okay. Have you ever had a baked potato and you put gravy on it? Like
No, but it
baked
sounds
potato with
great.
all the fixins?
And then gravy. That sounds
Actually, that
perfect.
does sound
Why
good.
would you not do that?
That does sound good.
Okay, we got to try that. How come
That
nobody ever
sounds good.
does that?
I don't know. That sounds awesome.
It's because when you're doing the loaded baked potato, you don't also have like a meat that you made that you can then make gravy out of.
Why not? What?
I
Why?
don't
Because
know.
you're having a hamburger?
Okay, I agree with you on like the roasted potatoes. Big
Mhm.
fan of that. That's
They're good.
great. I really like scallop potatoes, especially, like when you can get like the real creamy,
Huh?
cheesy,
Yeah, and
crispy.
you dump a gravy all over it. So good.
It sounds good. Just
I'm
dump
just
the
kidding.
gravy
I
on
would never do
anything.
that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense on the scalloped potatoes for some
What's the
reason. I
difference?
agree. But Thanksgiving has to be mashed. You can't have
You wouldn't
non-mashed
do scalloped potatoes for
potatoes at
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. I don't
Here's
think
a
so.
You can't have both would be hard. If somebody wants to do a scalloped potato, as long as they
I would
cook
never
it
say
through,
no.
as long as they cook it through. Sometimes it's not cooked through all the way. You're going, why is this crunchy? But scalloped potatoes are awesome. Or potatoes au gratin, which is I don't know the difference. That's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Same. It feels the
But
same.
like those loaded mashers with the garlic in there and herbs are in there and cheese and sour cream, all or a twice baked potato, delicious. I also would not put gravy on a twice baked potato.
You're saying you would have a Thanksgiving without mashed potatoes?
If I had the other kind instead, that's fine.
It doesn't work. I feel like that doesn't work. I don't
Works for
know.
me.
Okay, well,
But
great.
I
Good. I'll
like sweet
remember
potatoes
that
too.
later.
Yeah, but if I had the mashed potatoes with gravy, super happy.
Okay, what if you're at a Thanksgiving dinner and both are on the counter? Mashed potatoes and scalloped potatoes. Which one do you take? Or do you take both?
You
You're gonna take
know
both.
the
You're
answer. I'm
taking
taking
both. Okay,
both.
never mind. Of course.
What ends up happening in that situation is I end up with less vegetables.
But it is a
Sorry,
vegetable, so maybe more
sorry.
vegetables.
Yeah, sorry. I ran
Is a
out of
potato
room
a
for
vegetable?
salad. Sorry,
Yeah. Oh, didn't do my
sorry about
salad.
that. I was
Okay,
eating so
other
healthy.
sides that we
Yeah.
have. So speaking of vegetables, lots of vegetables. We can run through these quickly because we've already been going for a while and
My
we're not
goodness,
even partway through. Okay.
this I was telling you this could be a 2-hour episode, but let's not do that.
It could be,
So
and I
you
don't want it
got
to be. Okay.
green beans in various forms, right?
Yeah.
You could do the same with carrots, various forms, cooked raw,
Roasted carrots,
cooked some other kind of
glazed.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We talked about
A
Brussels
carrot
sprouts.
puree. Have you ever had that? Pretty good.
No. So if I
Okay.
saw a carrot puree as an option, I might skip that one. I'll eat the
Okay.
Jello
Maybe you
salad
should
with the
try it.
raw onion. I'll skip the carrot puree.
Okay.
It's
Wait, but
Hmm.
okay, wait, can we go back to green beans? Because you skipped
Yeah.
over that pretty quick.
Yeah.
A lot of people do green bean casserole where it's kind of like green beans in like a creamy
Like a cream of something
sauce
sauce
with
with
crispy
cheese
onions
and
on top, then
yep.
it's baked. And
Good.
I had not eaten that until I was well into adulthood. Hadn't tried it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what we grew up with. We
Yep.
didn't have that growing up. And it is really good. I do like those, but nobody does the ones that I had as a kid for Thanksgiving. And they've kind of phased out of my rotation too because of that, because everyone does that green bean casserole.
Mm-hmm.
But we always just did plain green beans where you kind of blanch them, you just barely cook them, and then
Mhm.
you do like an oil vinegar dressing on them, and then
Sounds
you put them
awesome.
in the fridge and they get cold, and you kind of just eat them cold,
You eat
and
'em
they're like
cold?
really, yeah, and they're kind of like pickled almost because they're in vinegar. That's what we did for green beans.
Huh.
They're
I would
great,
I would
but
do it.
nobody does that.
The
So
one that I
I don't have
didn't
them anymore.
like is it's like a French onion where they're sliced the long way and they're cooked and there's slivers of almonds in there and they're super cooked and they're kind of smushy. That's a pass. I forget what that's called. No thanks. I could do
Gross.
without that. But
Yeah.
those green beans sound good. I would eat it. Absolutely.
I could send you that too. I'll send you a green bean.
I have all these things to try.
Yeah.
Great.
Great. We're gonna make these and then we'll record trying them because
So
we actually don't have anything to try today.
yeah, sorry, you guys. Brussels sprouts are good. I like asparagus. Something I never ate as a kid was asparagus. I never ate Brussels sprouts as a kid either. If it wasn't on the approved list, we were not going to eat it. So like my dad didn't like broccoli, for example. We were not forced to eat broccoli. My kids like broccoli. We eat broccoli now all the time. Not all the time, but regularly.
We eat a lot of broccoli. Broccolini. Broccolini's better than broccoli
Yes.
even.
Yes, it is.
But then broccoli still is more popular. Like it's everywhere.
Mhm.
But why would you ever pick broccoli over broccolini? But
Good point.
also just not really a Thanksgiving one. Wait, what was the one you just said though? That you didn't have? Wait, what did we just say? After green beans,
Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and asparagus.
Brussels sprouts, right? Oh,
I don't-
asparagus.
I don't
That's
know if
right.
asparagus
I like
is really,
asparagus, but it's not a Thanksgiving
I don't
thing.
know. We eat it. We look for a green vegetable. We'll eat that because you're supposed to eat things that are green, right?
We load up on salad
Mm-hmm.
for Thanksgiving. You know how I like to do it is I like to serve the salad first for 2 reasons. Like we actually give everyone a different plate. It's like, here's your salad plate.
Like how grown-ups
Go get
do
salad and eat. Yeah, real adult of us. And super fancy. Here's your salad. Go eat your salad first for 2 reasons. One is it kind of like kicks off the thing. And so as foods are getting, it's really hard to get Thanksgiving to land all at the exact same
it.
time.
Mhm.
And so it gives you a little bit of buffer where people are eating and you can like get these things to like finish up in the kitchen and get situated so that everyone's ready and like started eating, ready to go all at the same time. So that's one reason.
Mhm.
The other is because I don't want my salad mixing with the other things on my plate. And I'm probably not going to get seconds on salad. So
Why?
like, let me go do the salad, eat it, and then let me get a clean plate for all my Thanksgiving stuff that's not going to be mixed with my salad.
Are you someone who doesn't like if your food touches other foods?
Well, I love when my food touches, but
But just
only
not
if
the
it's the
salad.
right food. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't even care. I'll just eat it.
Huh.
But I
I
do
don't
like
need-
the idea of starting with the salad first for the reasons that you mentioned. That's a good idea. The other thing is, there's so much food, there's not room for everything on the plate, and then you have to
No.
go back for
So
seconds
split it up
anyway.
over 2
You might as well.
plates. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Especially something like salad that takes up a lot of space on your
So I know this wasn't on our list of things to talk about today, but whoever stays on
Hey.
topic.
We're here.
Do you guys go with the nice plates or do you do, we'll say compostable plates?
Well, we don't do compostable. We do real plates. I don't think we have nice plates.
Have you tried
The
paper
plates?
plates?
That we do every day are the same ones we do for Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
So, but no, we don't do paper plates.
We'll buy, remember Costco? We'll buy whatever the holiday plates are at Costco. They're oval, they're bigger
Yeah.
size than just
I
the
have some
regular
right now.
circle one. Okay, yeah. We'll do that for Thanksgiving.
It's not very fancy.
You know what?
Great rebuttal.
We have this nice china that we've had ever since we got married in a china case. We used to use it. And we'd have thought, you know what? You have to be careful with it. You hand wash almost all of that stuff. We've got this stuff. We have a giant yard waste bin for our house. It's whatever the big one is, whatever size it is, 50,000-gallon yard waste bin. It's big, bigger than it's 4 times the size of our garbage can. We'll compost all that stuff. Put it in the yard waste. Perfect. No dishes, except for silverware. Perfect.
Yeah. That does sound kind of compelling, but to me, the Thanksgiving dinner is like it should feel elevated.
That's why you get the fancy paper plate.
I mean,
You already
but for we go all out. It's like you got the placemat.
Yeah.
There's a charger and then
Uh-huh.
a plate and then another plate on top of it,
Yeah.
and you got like the fancy glass and
And how long does it take you to do the
you don't wear
dishes?
your sweats to dinner. Come on, like you
Wait,
put a little effort
Hold on,
into your
wait.
Thanksgiving.
Are you guys? Look, I got the sweats on right now. I'm
I
ready
do
for
too. We're
Thanksgiving.
recording a podcast. This is not Thanksgiving dinner.
Look, and you live in a house with several women. I live in
That
a
is
house with
correct.
two women.
I mean,
females.
can we just make this clear? I live in a house with my wife and my daughters and
Yes,
son.
and I have
not
I have
like-
one
yeah.
daughter and my wife, but
Okay.
and I have 2 sons as well. What my wife has taught me is it's way better to just be comfortable. When you're going to be gorging, be comfortable. Like if you're going to go on a cruise, bring the
Yeah.
comfy pants.
Well, duh. Yeah.
Okay, the same thing applies to Thanksgiving.
It doesn't. It's one time a
bring
year.
the
You're gonna.
comfy
It's
pants.
nice. You're having a nice dinner with
Yeah,
your family.
yeah. They already know you. Who are you trying to impress?
The turkey.
Okay, you guys, comfy pants, dress fancy. What do you think?
I'm not saying you're not showing up in a suit, but like,
Are you gonna wear one of those sweaters? You're all
put
itching
something nice
yourself.
on.
A sweater
Yeah.
vest? You're gonna wear a sweater
I
vest?
don't know. You don't look like a slob at Thanksgiving dinner.
No, I'm wearing this.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
good. I'm curious to hear what people have to say about this. And as everything else, for some reason, the comments will lean towards I agree with Jim, and I don't understand because this one feels non-controversial.
Well, you're a little bit of a fancier person than I am.
I'm not
And that's
that
fine.
fancy. Have you met me? I've had
Yes.
this sweatshirt. I've had this same hoodie that I bought for $20 like 10 years ago, and I wear it every single week.
Yeah.
That's how fancy I am.
It was probably a really nice sweatshirt though.
Yeah, from Target.
See, fancy.
Super fancy.
Yeah. I you got and when I was younger, we would dress nice. And it was more of a formal type of an event where and kids were supposed to be on their best behavior. And I just thought, man, let them just eat and have a good time. Why they gotta be
It's
itchy?
nice of you. What I mean, you don't have to be itchy to not be in sweats. I don't like those aren't opposites.
Yeah.
Do you do a kids table or do you like mixing kids with the grown-ups?
My daughter's 14.
If you don't all
She's
fit at
the
one
youngest.
table, how do you split it?
Oh. Sit wherever you want. Usually the kids
Yeah,
will sit with
okay.
each other anyway because they would rather sit with each other than with a bunch of grown-ups who are boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a kid, you always want to be at the grown-up table, and then when you become an adult and you're like, why am I freaking at this table with my uncle who I don't need to be in this conversation. Can I go back to the kids' table?
Right.
And you realize the kids' table is really where it's at.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll sit at the kids' table, but then again, comfy.
Yeah.
So
Are we okay? Is there anything else any other foods we need to talk about on here?
there were some things that showed up on that list that you'd sent over, Luke. Rice, wild rice, quinoa. I never
Pass.
eat any of that kind of stuff. We talked about the Jello salad already. Like a normal Jello salad, sure, but we never really
I
make
like it. Yeah.
It's okay if it's there. That's
My
great.
my family does sometimes. I don't if I'm hosting, but sometimes.
So let's see what else is on there.
Mac and cheese sounds great. I've never had mac and cheese at
Macaroni
Thanksgiving
and
dinner
cheese. I've never had mac and cheese with Thanksgiving. We've talked about it. I don't
Mac and
even
cheese
know.
is great,
Every
but
year we've talked
it's
about
yet
doing
another-
mac and cheese.
It's like yet another really heavy, carb heavy, cream heavy, cheese heavy dish, which
Yeah, go for it.
Thanksgiving has a lot of. But I mean, when is mac and cheese ever not good? I feel like you could
I don't
always
know.
have it.
And you can make a fancy one. You don't have to have.
Now you're Mr. Fancy.
Yes, I don't kid around with food. I'm as low rent as you get with just regular everyday clothes and holiday clothes. We just ordered our Old Navy pants, our pajama pants, the matchy holiday pajama pants for, I think they're $8 or $5 for the pants. Huh?
Mr.
That's
Richie Rich.
how fancy we are.
Okay.
I think today's the last day. I think November 9th is the last day.
Okay, if you're listening to this,
matchy.
you're too late.
Yep. Sorry, suckers.
Okay, let's see what else is on this list.
Butternut squash.
Butternut. I don't need that.
I do not ever need it. If you guys are coming to Thanksgiving dinner with me and you're planning to bring butternut squash, how about something else? No, you guys will come.
Bring
Just
something else.
Bring nothing or something else, please. Thanks.
Deviled eggs is on this list,
Yeah.
which again I've never had at Thanksgiving.
I've
I
had 'em.
really like deviled eggs.
That's
but
like it's more of a hors d'oeuvre.
appetizer.
Yeah. You eat that with your salad on your salad. Put
We
one on your salad
do-
plate.
What's your lunch strategy for Thanksgiving Day? Because it can really throw off your meal if you mess up
Yeah.
the breakfast lunch situation.
We typically eat dinner a little bit earlier, so it's
Yeah.
not a late dinner. It's an earlier. So there's not a lunch strategy. I'm
Mm.
busy. I'm cooking. Get out.
Yeah.
That's my lunch
I do.
strategy.
Oh, that's a great lunch strategy. We
Thanks.
usually do lunch, and it's the same. We do like a charcuterie board for lunch
Yeah,
because it's one
that
that you can kind
works.
of just put out, and then no one's like sitting down or getting like you're just picking at
And
it.
they're just
And
watching
so
football anyway.
yeah, so we do that for
Yeah, that
Thanksgiving.
counts. I mean, I wouldn't count that as a meal, but a charcuterie board is perfect. It's just enough.
Maybe some shrimp with cocktail sauce or something as
Man, we
part of
can't
that.
have that. I'm allergic. Not me, but we have that.
Yeah, collard greens.
I feel like I've had it one time, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too.
I'll try it. If somebody wants to make
Wants to
it,
send us a recipe?
sure. Yeah, I'll try it. I feel like that's more of a South thing
Yeah, I
than
think
a
that's right.
than a Pacific Northwest thing, which is me. So, but I'll try it. I feel like I kind of like the cornbread. I feel like that goes more with barbecue, but I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe I'm wrong.
yeah.
I mean, I feel the same way about macaroni and cheese, but I was like, oh yeah, give me the macaroni and cheese. So maybe I'm just nuts.
Maybe we're missing out. We could be
Um,
missing out on that.
and then there's a whole host of different types of salads.
Right.
Also, like you
What
make
do
a
you go with?
salad.
What do you put?
So
What do you make?
we normally have a type of a fruit salad, and then we also have some type of a green salad. We made one. I feel like we've only done it a couple of times, but it was a wilt. I think it was a wilted spinach salad, where there's something in it, like some type of a hot oil where you've cooked something else in it. It's got walnuts. I think there's walnuts in there, and you pour it on, and it kind of wilts the leaves. I forget.
Sounds
I'm making
horrible.
it not sound good, but it was actually pretty good. So that was good.
Okay.
Let's see. You make good salad dressing. Luke makes his own
Thank you.
salad dressing. It's good.
For some reason, it's one of the things that I don't feel bad saying that I actually think I'm pretty decent at is making a salad dressing.
Why would you feel bad that you're good at something?
No, I don't know. Like, like, I don't know. I'm not into like bragging about what I'm good. Like,
Is that why?
there are other things where I'm like, yeah, I feel like I can make a good, I can make a
Mhm.
decent turkey, or I really like making salad
Yeah,
dressing.
you're good.
I'll nail a
Yeah.
salad dressing.
Uh, Greens, a bunch of other stuff in there. Perfect. That's great for a salad. You could do a Caesar salad if you want, but I feel like that's cheating.
There's two types of salads that I like doing for
Mhm.
Thanksgiving, and both of them have people that are haters of it. So you have to be careful and know your audience before you decide which one, because they're kind of both
Okay.
controversial. One is a wedge salad. I
Mhm.
love making a wedge salad. I did that at a big Thanksgiving a few years ago. It was
Mhm.
a huge hit, but it can get controversial because a lot of people don't like blue cheese,
Mm.
and like a real wedge salad will have blue
Blue
cheese. And
cheese.
so if you're gonna do it, I did it, and you had your choice between blue cheese or ranch, but really the way to do it is with blue cheese. You do bacon,
Mhm.
some onion, fresh onion. It's cold, it's fresh,
It's good.
it's great. Love a wedge salad.
Yeah.
You just have to know who you're making it for, though,
Our
if you're
friend
gonna do
Phil
that.
really likes wedge salads.
I would order a wedge salad everywhere
Yep.
at any restaurant.
Good.
It's just I always want to know
It's
how
a
good is
winner.
your wedge salad. It really is. The other one that I like making that also sometimes I get complaints about is great. Is do like a salad, but then I put like fruit in it. So a green salad with, like a spring mix or something like that for the lettuce, but then you slice up an apple or some pears and you put it in with the other things. So apples,
Yeah. Good.
pears, maybe some onion, tomato, croutons. And then at that point,
Mhm.
you're going to make your own dressing. You're going to make like a vinaigrette or something that goes
Mhm.
great with it. But
Yeah.
I've had people complain like, "Oh, you don't put fruit. I don't want fruit in my salad." And I'm like, "Okay. What are
What?
you, 4 years old?" Come
Hey,
on.
stay home. It's good.
I agree.
It did.
That one feels very Thanksgiving to me to do that salad.
You know what? If you're gonna complain that someone made a good salad, just go take the salad.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about the wedge salad though is I've heard, I don't know if this is true, I've never bothered to look it up, but I've heard that iceberg lettuce pretty much has no nutritional value.
Correct.
So it's
I think
just
that's right.
filler. And whereas a mixed greens, I feel like there is nutritional value. So like the iceberg, you might as well just eat the blue cheese and the bacon and the tomato.
Right, but that lettuce is it's
The
so
crunch is good.
it always just feels so, yeah, it's crunchy, filled with water. Like it's the
Yeah.
closest
You
thing
cut it
you
with a
get to
knife.
eating water. You cut it,
Watermelon.
it's refreshing. It's so good.
Yeah.
A watermelon has like a
So
flavor and sweetness to it. The iceberg lettuce is
that's true.
It's
It's
just
just
liquid
water
in a
and
crunch.
crunch. And it's
It's
definitely
like
better than
pouring a blue
celery.
cheese dressing over ice and then eating it.
Mhm. So, the salad that my wife makes, she's found this recipe. So, Instagram will tell you suggestions for recipes, right? If you look up recipes ever, it'll start telling you recipes for things. She had one a couple of years ago, and this is again just like the pilgrims ate, but there was persimmon and pomegranates and jalapeno, and what else is in it? I forget. I forget what is in it. Probably onion. I
What's
forget
the
what else might
dressing?
be in it. I forget. It's a really light, not much of a dressing in it. It's
Wow.
more of a fruit salad, but it sounds really weird. But the sweet of the persimmon with the pomegranate, with the onion, and I think it's a red onion if I remember correctly, and with a little bit of the kick from the jalapeno, it's
Yeah.
really good.
This actually sounds good. I believe that this
It's
is good.
really good. So
I would have that.
yeah. So there you go. And then there's also like the Waldorf salad, where it's the mayonnaise and apples and
Big
celery and
fan of
raisins.
those.
Are you really?
Yeah. I do like Waldorf.
Now,
Yeah.
would you put that on your pre-dinner salad plate, or is that separate?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't make
Okay.
that, but I do like a Waldorf.
Okay. But I think that's pretty much the list. If there's
Did
anything
we
that we
forget
missed,
anything? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Is there
No,
something that anyone has for Thanksgiving that you think, either A, that we just missed, or
Mm,
that maybe it's from your area, like where you live, and we don't know it because we live on the West Coast and we don't do that here.
mhm.
Or maybe it's not even that Thanksgiving-y, but like it's become a tradition for your family, so you do it anyway, and it's great. Well, I don't know. What is it? I want to
I
know.
I was gonna make fun of the English and say, I don't know, like stewed tomatoes and baked beans or something like that. But they probably don't have Thanksgiving.
They're not grateful for anything. Bunch of
Well, that's
ingrates.
if you're from not the US and you celebrated Thanksgiving, I would love to hear about that. I'm
But what is
super
it like?
curious because I have no idea.
Yeah, what do you do?
My Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to hear about it. What do you guys do for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What foods do you
Okay.
eat? Do you guys go American foods or do you do something else? Do you want to do the draft? Let's do
We
the
can.
draft.
Yeah, if we want to.
Yeah, we could
Okay.
power through the draft. So
We're
the
running
idea,
late.
are we? Oh, okay.
I mean,
So
sure, but it's fine.
this one.
We'll power through a draft. No, it won't be.
So the idea for the draft, you guys, for if you're watching at home, is we've got six categories of items that we're gonna alternate drafting an item from the list. And the idea is that at the end of the draft, we'll compare lists, see who's got the better list, and we have to have our list with
We have to make our
Thanksgiving.
list for
We have to make our
Thanksgiving.
list for Thanksgiving. That doesn't mean like let's say that Luke gets wedge salad and I get something else. I can still also have the wedge salad, but I'm required to have the things that I drafted. That makes sense? Did I
Right.
explain that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
We're gonna decide who goes first right here. Let me see.
Should we tell people the categories?
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna
All
get
right.
this ready to decide who goes first.
So, one is the potatoes. So you could do a mashed potato or a scalloped or baked. There's multiple options there, but you can only pick one item from that list. Then there's Brussels sprouts or asparagus. We've got creamed corn or some type of a corn casserole versus corn on the cob. Green salad versus a fruit salad. Rolls versus biscuits versus cornbread. And macaroni and cheese versus cranberry.
Okay, Jim goes first.
Seriously? All right, I go first. I'm picking rolls.
It's so stupid. Okay, this game sucks.
Would that have been your first
I don't
pick?
know. I don't know. Yes, I don't know if we're doing this anymore. Okay, I'm trying to decide what's the strategy here. Do I just go and pick the thing that I definitely don't want to make the other side of? If that's the case, I'm
like
gonna
for me,
take.
I wanted everything on the list except for
I know,
that
but I'm gonna
list.
take
I
mashed
only want the
potatoes.
rolls.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not doing other potatoes. Mashed potatoes is what I'm taking.
Okay. Okay, so that means I have the scalloped potatoes, right?
I mean, you could pick baked.
Or a baked. Okay. But for you, for the rolls category, are you going to do biscuits or cornbread?
My gosh, neither.
one.
Can I do sourdough bread?
Are you going to make it?
Maybe, yeah.
Is somebody going to make, yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow
If
it.
it's homemade sourdough bread, it would count.
Yeah, I would count that.
Okay.
Is that where you're going with
We'll see.
sourdough?
I mean, maybe. We'll see.
You have to pick one.
Oh, I have to pick it right now?
Yes.
What are you picking for potatoes?
That's how a draft works.
Okay, what are you picking?
I picked scallop.
But
I picked scallop
it's
potatoes.
not my turn.
It was
you
your
did
turn
pick
after I
scalloped
picked
potatoes?
rolls. Yeah, I picked scallop potatoes.
Oh, okay.
So you have to have sourdough or biscuits
You're
or cornbread.
saying, okay, I get it. I understand what we're trying to do now. I get the game.
Because we have to compare our lists at the end. So you have to pick something.
I see. I thought that we could just pick in any order. My first pick was mashed potatoes, but you're saying I can't do that. My first pick has to be in the same category as your first pick.
Right, but then you get to pick the next one, which you pick mashed potatoes.
But then I pick first next time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to take sourdough bread and then mashed potatoes.
All right, so I will pick scalloped potatoes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pick creamed corn. I'm so good at this draft.
No, Lisa's going to be so mad at me for this.
I'm going to get 140 points and you're going to get 60.
Creamed corn. Okay, I'm taking corn on the cob, I guess.
That's good. It's solid.
Then I'm going to take cranberry, which means you get mac and cheese.
Okay. Here's the thing though. I'm going to have both. I'm doing both, just so you know.
Okay, you can't say that. That's not
I know,
how
but
the
I'm
draft
picking
works.
mac and cheese. So my choice is mac and cheese. Okay. All right. I'm going to go with the fruit salad.
Good. I want a green salad anyway.
I thought you might.
It feels
I was trying to throw you one.
Twice
and
in a row.
That persimmon salad is so good. I don't know if we're going to have both.
I'm taking Brussels sprouts, which means you get asparagus.
Sweet.
So just to recap.
Yep.
My list that I'm having with Thanksgiving dinner are the staples, like mashed potatoes, a green salad, Brussels sprouts, the classic corn on the cob, cranberry, and sourdough bread. That's pretty good. That's not bad.
Okay.
And your list?
My list, I get scalloped potatoes, asparagus, which is the vegetable with a sense of humor, if you know what I mean, creamed corn, fruit salad, that persimmon salad I told you about is what we're going to have, Luke's wife's rolls recipe, and macaroni and cheese. I win.
Here's the thing.
I win.
No. Here's the thing about your list. I'll say, that sounds like a good dinner. Half of those things don't sound like Thanksgiving meal items. Asparagus and fruit salad.
Brussels sprouts aren't even from America.
And scalloped potatoes.
Yes.
All
that
right. Doesn't sound like Thanksgiving.
Viewers, who won?
Who has the better Thanksgiving meal? Not better meal. Who has the better Thanksgiving meal?
Assuming we have the same meat and the same desserts.
Yeah.
And assuming that you like us both the same. We're pretending you guys like the company the same. What meal would you rather have?
Whose house are you coming to? Mine, where we have nice plates.
That's a separate. I think I win that too.
And you have to sit quietly the whole time. Or Jim's house, where you can show up in your pajamas and eat off of a paper plate standing up at the counter and then throw it in the trash.
Yard waste.
While you eat asparagus and sour cream. No, wait, scalloped potatoes.
Sour cream?
I don't know.
Tonight we're having sour cream. And I'll tell you what.
I actually feel like I might win this one.
I'll even give you the Jell-O with onions as an extra bonus.
You mean like I get to make that, or you're going to give that to your guests?
Well, I'm not giving that to my guests. No.
Okay.
So there you go.
Well, great. What a fun episode. What a fun conversation. I'm excited for Thanksgiving now.
Yeah.
I do need to finalize my
I'm going to have to start sending some texts. I got a busy next couple of weeks, so I got to make sure that the right people bring the right things.
This is going to be great. Can't wait. All right. Let us know. What do you like? What did we miss? What's your favorite?
We forgot something else.
Jim
Guys,
has a new microphone. How did
we
it
got
sound?
so many complaints about the audio quality from my AirPods. I bought the highest rated microphone available off Amazon. Huh? So
how was it?
Could you even tell the difference?
Could you tell? Did anyone notice?
Did you stay until the end? Can you tell? Let us know. I'm curious.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
We'll be back with another episode soon.
Thanks, everyone.